It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Boston College Eagles offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense...
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Blue Devils are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They go to the ground. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for...
Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets open down the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulls it in. It's Luna. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 33, it's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
the Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, better look out. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Blue Devils are in the hurry up. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preview.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. This Boston College offense has it working. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid tackle.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The running back has it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Walton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hauls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Boston College. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Payne. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Makes the grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man downfield. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And as the clock runs out here in the 2nd quarter, this offense happy with the lead it has built, and they'll go to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Duke. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Quick strike complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. And they'll try to tack on 2. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that had all the makings of Bart beat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Handoff to the lone back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down. Using his legs, it's Walton.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Looking to pick up the first. Boston College comes to the line on fourth down. Release to the back. This one's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
RPO complete to open the drive. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. And the Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the comeback is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back in the offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could... Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
Looking for a crease. It's Walton. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Blue Devils want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walton. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Payne. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. And the Blue Devils race.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Plucks it out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Just keep slinging it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play in David.
And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if...
There he goes! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.